Thank you guys so much. We're going to start the awards. But before we do, we're going to hear from Toronto's chief planner and one of the most incredible people I've ever met. She's making this city an even better place to live. Toronto's chief planner, Jennifer Keesmaat.
Thanks so much, Mackenzie. It is absolutely fabulous to be here this evening. There is a grand prize winner in this room tonight. But this is not just a competition. This is about the kind of city that we want to create together. Your involvement in creating the future city is essential to ensuring that we are creating a livable city, a city that is a great place to work, to play, to thrive, to live for many generations to come. In the City Planning Division a couple of years ago, Justin, Christine, and Mackenzie came to us and said they had a big idea. And I have to tell you, we loved their big idea of creating the next City Prize. And the reason we loved this idea is because we know we need young people to engage in city building. I can tell you, this is very, very far from the stuffy committee rooms of City Hall. This is very, very far from the bureaucratic processes that typically limit our thinking about the great kind of city that we want to create. Every one of you in this room today has a role to play in creating the future city. There were over 100 submissions from across Canada. We know that the demographic between, let's say, 18 and 35 is the fastest growing demographic in the city of Toronto. And yet, you know what? It is the most underrepresented demographic in our decision making. This prize is about repositioning the kind of city that we are and the kind of city that we want to create in the future. So thank you to everyone who submitted for caring about your city. I said that this was more than a competition, and I said that because we are committed in the City Planning Division, working with our partners in other divisions, to ensuring that we implement the ideas that come out of these competitions. That's a tall order. That's difficult to do, but we don't care. We're going to do it anyway, because we believe in creating a city that focuses on fabulous public spaces. So for example, last year's winning entry, Young Redux, is now moving through the process at City Hall. It is funded, and it is in fact moving forward through a design exercise, and we fully intend to build this vision of a pedestrianized streetscape on Yonge Street, right in the heart of our city. That's what happened from our winning entry last year. So this is more than a competition. This is about creating the future city that all of us will live in and share. There were all kinds of entries that the jury received this year, and I was absolutely thrilled to be a part of the jury committee. There were 37 entries that were shortlisted, 8 were finalists, and the entries were very interesting in that they clustered around a couple of key themes. One of those key themes was food in the city, urban agriculture. We saw many submissions that talked about how we could create local access to food. Another key and important theme was around laneways. No thanks to our friends over here. Lots of submissions around laneways and how we could in fact transform hidden or lost spaces in the city to be interesting and dynamic and important places that have a role in our civic life. Well, that's just a little bit of a teaser. You're about to see the winning entries, so let's get right on to the awards.